Hello, my students. How are you today? We will complete our reading and discussion for meeting Mr. Faulkner. Please, teacher, at the beginning, open your student book, page 33. I will start reading. Are these for mom? She asked. No, they are for you. He could have meant either you or you too. It wasn't clear as he spoke. He was looking at Jude, but he did glance at me briefly. Are these for mom? She asked. She refers to Jude. Jude asks if the chocolate for her mom, but Gerald answers no, they are for you. Kitty is worried now. He could, until briefly, the speaker in these lines is Kitty. Kitty. Now let's talk about Kitty's analysis for the word you. He could have meant either you or you two. He, Gerald, maybe Gerald, analysis. It means by you, either you or you two, Kitty and Jude. Kitty loves the chocolate so much. It wasn't clear for Kitty. Because why? Why it wasn't clear for Kitty? As he spoke, Gerald, he was looking at Jude, but in the same time he did a glance at me briefly. Understood, teacher? Let's go to the next paragraph. We're in page 53. Yes, here. I will read all the paragraph briefly. It was terribly clever. It meant that when I did not pile straight in with Jude, thanking him lavishly, he wasn't in the slightest embarrassed. He didn't have to be. You see, he might not have meant to include me at all. I will tell Mom. Jude rushed upstairs, clutching her booty to her chest, and Gerald Faulkner and I were left alone in the hall. I thought I would discomfit him with my silence. But no, not at all. He simply swiveled away as though he wanted to inspect the pictures on the wall and peered closely at a photo of me as a toddler. What a face, he said admiringly. I wasn't quite sure what he meant by that. It looks as if it might be you. Be you. Really cunning, right? He doesn't actually ask if it's me. And then he can't look silly if I don't answer. Now, in this paragraph, Kitty isn't talking. Kitty doesn't talk with Gerald. Kitty is shy. So now, how does Gerald react to the fact that Kitty isn't talking to him? Kitty explains at the beginning of this paragraph that if she doesn't thank Mr. Faulkner lavishly, he won't mean to include her at all. She talks without making anything. It means that when I didn't pile straight in with Jude thanking him lavishly, he wasn't in the slightest embarrassed. He wasn't in the slightest embarrassed. He refers to Gerald Faulkner. Slightest means few. Here, slightest. The word slightest means few. He didn't have to be. He refers to Gerald. You see, he might not have to mean to include me at all. Me refers to Kitty. I will tell Mom. I'll, short form of I will. So again, how does Gerald react to the fact that Kitty isn't talking with him? Kitty noticed that Gerald talks with himself without talking with her. Jude rushed upstairs, clutching her booty to her chest. If I'm asking you to give me evidence, evidence means proof or sentence that shows Jude is very pleasant with chocolates. Again, if I am asking you to give me evidence, evidence means proof that shows us Jude is very pleasant with chocolates. You have to write this sentence. Jude rushed upstairs, clutching her booty to her chest. Just that's it. Now, in this paragraph, Gerald Faulkner and I were left alone in the hall. So Gerald Faulkner and Kitty were left alone in the hall. So I refers to Kitty. Let's talk about Kitty's thoughts. She doesn't talk. I thought. I refers to Kitty. I would discomfit him with my silence. Discomfit means to make someone confused. She will make Gerald Faulkner confused with her silence. But no, not at all. He simply swiveled. Now look about Gerald's reaction. He swiveled, looking at the wall. There is some pictures of the family. Understood? So he swiveled as a way as though he wanted to inspect the picture on the wall and peered, look at something carefully to know more about it. On the wall and peered closely to a photo of me. Me refers to Kitty as a toddler. A toddler means, teacher, a young child who just beginning to walk, yani when Kitty was child. He said with himself, look at how Gerald is cunning. As cunning as a jackal. What a face. He said it admiringly. Look about Kitty. I wasn't. Come on, Kitty. You're so shy. I wasn't quite sure what he meant by that. It looks as if it might be you. Really cunning. Faulkner, really cunning. He doesn't actually ask if it's me. He doesn't ask Kitty at all. And then he can't look silly if I don't answer, because he doesn't actually ask me. If I can't answer him, he can't look silly. Understood, teacher? Understood? Now, you have to practice reading this paragraph. I want teacher to remember you that all the worksheets and the electronic exams, we will be sent to the electronic school on the school's website below the lesson title. Now let's complete the story. Next page, page 50. Now open, teacher, your book 54.